Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So here we are. Went through the whole process of preparing for my first physique competition and shared with you guys the transformation that I went through and showed everything. It was basically a seventh month prep for the whole competition. I had started back way before January. Today's date is July. We're in July right now of 2018. But I started way back before January, personally on my own without any kind of guidance or coaching, and I thought that I was pretty much on par. And to recap everything, I initially planned to compete in April, but after hiring my coach in January, he felt that I wasn't there yet, and I'm glad that we waited to basically show in July, because he could have got me to where I needed to be body fat percentage wise, but he'd have to basically starve me and I would look really malnutritioned on stage, and I wouldn't be holding any kind of nice muscle mass. So I'm glad we went that route. You guys are going to see in the pictures that I post up there what everything looked like from beginning all the way till I got to the stage. So how did I do? How did it end? Went into it, hoping of course to come home with some hardware. I competed in the Arizona NPC Open. Went into the Masters division. Was initially looking to compete in a 45 plus, but they didn't have 45 plus, they had 47 plus. So I ended up competing in the 35 Masters plus and the novice. So you guys saw, in my previous part 2 there, what my pre-staging looked like, or pre-judging, excuse me. And in all honesty, the only disappointment I had was in that novice class, where I made first call outs, and you can even laugh. It's kind of funny that all the commentary that my coach had while he was filming, he kind of talks out loud there. I held that position, first call out, and didn't move. But sometimes it doesn't mean everything. Most people think it's concluded that usually means that you win the class, because that's a position you want to hold. You sit right in front of the main center judge, but in my case it didn't. And I went ahead and emailed the head judge to ask for her feedback of what needed to be done, and she had a lot to good input there. Basically that my size was okay. She believes I don't need to get any bigger. I personally want to develop much more of a back, because the guy that beat me, a very nice guy actually, we chatted a while there in the backstage there, but he actually had a little bit more size, and his back was much more thicker than mine. So the game plan at that point was basically to widen out, which I did. So how did it end up? Well, I'll show you guys. I made it. Got to bring home the hardware. Second place in the NPC Masters division, and 5th place in the novice class, which beat out a lot of 20-year-olds. This 45-year-old beat out some 20-year-olds. So I'm happy about that. So there you have it. They're my trophies right there. They're nice too. So I'm gonna basically find a nice trophy case, and once the pictures are posted, I'm gonna put them together there. It's something to be proud of. I'm real happy that I was able to accomplish this goal. And what the future holds, definitely I want to stay on point with my health and fitness. Took a long time to get to where I was at. So the other thing is, a lot of people think, hey, what are you gonna do now? The big question is, are you gonna eat? Of course I'm gonna eat. The thing is, you learn to eat wisely, and if anything, my personal goal would be to stay around the 10 to 12% body fat range. Anything below that is not real idealistic, because when I went on stage, anybody that went on stage, and they're all going to agree, you look fantastic, you look fit, but at the end of the day, you feel the worst, that you feel real bad. You feel like you're walking around the flu, because your body doesn't want to be, you know, single-digit body fat numbers for men. It's just not natural. It thinks it's in survival mode. So you look great, but you feel like crap. So that's why I think it'd be much more healthier to live around the 12% or 10% body fat range, which is should be sustainable. And you know, difference in diet would be, obviously, for me would be to have a little bit more carbs as far as the macronutrients are concerned. Have a little bit more carbs daily. Protein is probably going to be the same number. Fats are probably is going to be a little bit elevated, because there's one point there during peak week, even a little bit before that, I was, believe it or not, was at 15 grams of carbs. Yes, 15 grams of carbs, grams of fats, excuse me, a day, which is really low. And that itself, with the carb depletion, you got no energy, and you can't think when you're carb depleted. And it's kind of funny, because the commentator there, when we had our athletes meeting there, was laughing at everybody, knowing that people there were probably coming in carb depleted, so their comprehension level was quite off, which is kind of funny, which is true, because you don't really comprehend well. You don't have that many carbs, you don't sleep well, so there's a lot to be said. You may look like a superhero, but you don't feel like a superhero. You feel the weakest, and actually our lifts is not that great. So, but there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you want to follow along, as I said, my son created a new channel called Silverio Fitness, where he's getting into it. You know, I inspired him. I've inspired many of my friends to get back, you know, follow that healthy lifestyle. You know, it's important. You know, getting on stage isn't everybody's deal. It doesn't have to be everybody's personal goal, but at least to live much more healthier lifestyle. You know, it's something that we all see on a daily basis. You know, maybe friends, coworkers, or whatnot, that maybe the same age, maybe a little bit older, and maybe a little bit younger, that struggle with day-to-day tasks like walking up the stairs, you know, so things like that. It's, you know, we can, you know, definitely help improve upon in our lives. So there you have it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Silverio Fitness is the channel that will probably be uploading most of the videos with my son, because he wants to get on stage himself now, and the hardest thing for him is basically that diet. But my personal goals, who knows what it is for the future, whether there's another show or not, because it's a tough thing, the way it affects family lives, and being a newlywed, it's definitely hard. So never know whether I'm going to do it again. I'm happy with what I got here, so I'm going to stay fit. My personal goals, though, definitely want to develop a nicer back, thicker back, more shoulders, and work it from there. So thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Hope you guys have been healthy. Stay healthy, fit, and active, my friends. Take care.